Welcome to another episode of City of Rats. It's your boy Kunal. It's your boy Dennis. It's your boy Bruce sitting in my lap. Buddy, how you doing?
What's going on? Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
Can I do a Black Power fist, or is that in tribute?
I don't know.
You know, like, is that offensive for me to be like, Happy Martin Luther King Day?
Maybe you got to make it like extra white and put your hands like this.
Hey. But isn't that like the thank you for everything you've done for me?
Yes, I don't know.
Or like I don't know. That's old timey.
It is very old timey. I'll tell you this much. I put that video out last week, the NYC Guru one.
Yeah. Tell them what it said in case you didn't see it on TikTok.
So Dennis and I had filmed this. It's like basically a sketch series.
Yeah, it's our Godfather. It's our Citizen Kane.
It's our citizen. Right. Absolutely.
It's our illegal immigrant Kane.
So it's we put that out, and it's
tips for New Yorkers.
Right. Tips for New Yorkers.
Survival tips, life hacks, all that shit. How to survive in this city of rats.
Absolutely. And I put that out, and the comments start flooding in.
Oh, yeah?
People start saying all sorts of wild shit.
I haven't talked to you since you put it up. What are we banned? Are we
No.
Because
basically, it's like NYC Guru gives you a tip about New York City or just life in general.
Yeah.
And then he goes, keep it moving. So one of the tips I said for MLK Day, Cash App someone black $5. If you're white, Cash App someone black $5.
Yeah.
Also, download Cash App.
Download Cash App because you don't have it, white people.
Yeah, because it's a predominantly, it's an app, Cash App. It's a money app generally used by black people.
This is something you told me when we shot it, and I just put faith in your knowledge of the African American community. Right. I didn't do any research on this, but if you tell me Cash App is the preferred e-payment system for people of color, who am I to question that?
I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to know what's wild? Nobody questioned that at all.
Right.
In the sketch.
This is the false premise.
Everyone took this as they're like, this is fine.
Right.
But they were just upset that I said you should Cash App someone black $5.
Right.
And somebody wrote, well, they already took my bike, which is really.
They? The entire community?
Yeah. It's like, buddy, what are you? Relax, guy. And then it's like somebody's like, I think it's really messed up. Well, I didn't own any slaves. My family didn't own any slaves. And I go, dude, I'm wearing Indian garb, wearing a ridiculous beard. Mm-hmm. I'm saying absurd shit, and I'm floating. Yeah. I'm floating.
That's my favorite part of it. Yeah. You're being racist, just not towards the people they think you're being racist
I'm being racist heavily against myself. Yeah. And it's just like, I'm floating.
Start doing the head side to side.
Dude, it's like fucked up for me.
You sold out your race for a TikTok.
Yeah. And not even a particularly good one.
I thought it was good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good green screen work.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But it's just like, I do that, and people are getting upset, and I'm going, what do you... Let's take a moment to observe what's happening here. You are getting upset because of how, you're taking offense to this. Look at how ridiculous I'm being.
Yeah.
And when I wrote that as response to the comments, which I did.
Of course you did.
Because your boy loved to fight in the comments.
You love an email. I'm sure you're up there in the YouTube comments getting at people.
Yeah, my buddy said it.
Making lists for one thing and another thing.
My buddy said it best, Tushar. He goes, you were born in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, you have a long history of getting at people on the internet.
Of course.
Goes back to the Princess Diana death.
Absolutely.
Go back, listen to old episodes to hear this guy fucking with people on the internet.
For a long but everyone's response, once they read mine, they go, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being ridiculous.
Everyone tough on the internet until you give them an acknowledgement, and they're like, "Oh, I just wanted to be participating in some small way."
Yes.
Except for the actual racist people who are like trying to get you to come around to their side. Like, I know you're coming from a place of jest, but hear me out.
I too like a good hee-haw.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say a couple things.
The truth comes in many forms, and not all of them are delectable.
My brother.
Yeah, they get black about it. Did you Cash App anybody black on Martin Luther King Day today? I guess we have today to do it.
We have today, yeah, because we are recording on
Monday. Who should we?
What? Who should we?
I'm sending money to Ayana.
I'm sending money to Ayana.
Who should we?
I'm sending money to Ayana.
Who's that? I'm not
She's
familiar.
a comic, really funny. I'm sending her $250 because she's half black.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. She's a supporter of the pod. I know her. I
she's a supporter. Period. Yeah,
Give her $3, dude.
Yeah, I will say.
Come on, hit her a little something extra.
What, you throwing in on this?
I'll do the other $250. Or wait, what's 3/5?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, inappropriate.
Yeah, 3/5 of $5 is 3.
What's? Yeah, all right. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Yeah,
I'm dumb.
All right.
Okay.
So I was in Boston this weekend.
Yes.
Should we go?
Speaking of racism,
yes.
You were in Boston.
I was in Boston this weekend.
Yeah.
Not the most forward city. This is the thing. People say the place is racist. I haven't experienced any.
I hear that a lot too. I've spent very little time in Boston though. You've played there more than I have. I've actually never done stand-up there.
It's a small city.
Right.
It's a really small city.
Yeah.
But they talk a lot. So that reputation, it's a lot of bark.
They talk a lot.
Yeah,
that city.
No, but like, you know what I mean. They got a lot of like.
They got a big
opinions.
reputation.
Yeah, big reputation. Bigger than life reputation. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. New York City invented that. No big deal.
Sure.
But the point is, like, you can't. But when you are actually in the city, you're like, this isn't big at all.
Right.
This
What
is
are you?
small.
What are you bragging about?
Yeah.
I feel like, and again, I haven't spent that much time in Boston. I've spent a little bit of time in Chicago. Chicago is like a city that's surrounded by towns that are all considered part of the city. It seems. Is
like,
Boston tiny like that?
Yeah, it is.
Like
it is.
All those towns are considered Boston, but it's smaller.
It's like when somebody. I think I was talking to somebody, and the best way to described LA is like it's 18 towns.
Yeah.
Jammed up against each other.
Right.
That's it. Like really close.
Right.
So it's not really like a city-esque. The downtown's whatever.
So you were in Boston on the
Yes.
search for racism.
Of course.
Man in the field, trying to see, is there any credence to these tales?
Yeah, man in the streets, bro. I was saying I was doing all sorts of shit. Jaywalking.
Yeah, just trying to get somebody to yell some racist shit
Just
at you.
I'm out here. You know what I mean? Just like
feeding the pigeons. Whatever I got to do.
Whatever I can do all the time.
Asking for change.
Hollering at people.
Hollering?
Yeah, a little
men and women?
Catcalling.
Little children?
Yeah,
Where's your hat? It's cold out.
Yeah,
nice heckling of small children?
That's it. Just whatever I can do to get by. See what they've learned from their parents.
Okay. What were you doing in Boston anyway?
Akash was doing the Wilbur.
Ooh, you played the Wilbur?
He played the Wilbur, sold out show.
Saturday.
Nice. Phenomenal show, good times. Everyone who came out, thank you for coming out.
What's that demographic look like? You walk out onto the Wilbur. You're hosting?
Hosting.
You walk out, you're clapping, they're clapping. Mm-hmm. Is it a sea of Indian people? Is it whites? What do you got? Did every Indian in Boston come out for Akash?
I'm going to be honest. If every Indian did, we'd be at a much bigger venue.
Right.
Yeah. Also,
looking at you, Indians in Boston. You going to come support your boys or what?
Just letting you know. You know what I mean? We out here. So the thing is, since he has the podcast, it's a big mix.
Right.
It's a big mix of people, and because of the Indian aspect, that also, I'm gonna be honest, it makes the crowd like a good mix.
Right.
It's a pretty healthy mix of people.
Urban people, and then also like suburban Indians.
Yeah. There's
business owners and their customers.
Dude, I mean,
you guys are the business owners in this situation. Okay.
You guys are the business.
You guys are the business owners.
You're the ones who watch people when they walk around stores. So it's like you're gonna see like guys who work blue collar shifts.
Right.
You know, like this is a dude with tattoos on his face. Like this is a wide mix. People that listen to Rogan. Like it is a huge mix of people.
If anyone's gonna say something racist, they're in this audience at the Wilbur.
Yes.
Yeah. And you got nothing.
Yeah.
Boston passed the litmus test.
But nobody said shit.
Nobody said
People
shit.
were all chill. People were all cool.
And you gave them the opportunity, it sounds like.
Every minute during my set, I ended every joke with, say something racist.
Say it now. Say it to my face.
I beg you. So we're there, and you sent me this link about this statue.
Yes.
And it had just been unveiled in Boston. It is called The Embrace.
The Embrace.
Yeah.
$10 million.
Yes. $10 million statue. It's a statue of Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King in an embrace.
Well, no.
Based off of a photo.
Yeah. I wish it was that.
Okay.
But it's based off of a photo of Coretta, what's her name? I'm sorry?
Coretta, yeah.
Coretta Scott King.
Yeah.
And Martin Luther King Jr. in an embrace. But they decided to only include their
arms.
biceps, triceps,
it's
and
just
forearms.
And hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
hands.
it's just their arms.
Yeah.
Entirely.
It's fucking ugly, man.
Okay, what else?
It's ugly. I don't like it. Neither does Coretta Scott King.
Okay.
Or actually, I don't know if that's true.
No, she's dead.
Is she dead?
Yeah,
they got her too? Oh, this is the worst MLK day ever. What a day to find out.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they brought up. Did you read the article at all?
I did read the article.
There's I don't know, what Martin Luther King's descendants now
They approved it.
are up to. That's not what I saw.
Yeah.
One of them was like, it looks like a penis. Like immediately was like, that looks like a dong.
First of all, it's like a child during the reveal had said it looks like a penis.
Is his last name King?
I don't know. It's Queen. Opinion doesn't invalid.
It's Queen Latifah. She's like, that's a dong. Now that's a penis.
Queen, what are you doing out here? Like she's
Dr. Martin Luther King statue. Of course I'm here. What are you talking about?
That's true. Can't have the king without the queen. So some child said it looked like a dog.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And this is what I'm kind of like irritated about. Okay. Is why should there be a statue of them both? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, are you about to just come in with this? Why are her arms in this statue? Especially after he cheated on her all the time.
That's
apparently.
there you go.
Every time Martin Luther King gets brought up, we always got to tarnish his memory. Saying that he got a lot of pussy.
I can handle any conversation about Martin Luther King day or night. I'm not going to bring up the cheating. You bring up his wife, though, I'm bringing up the cheating.
Why? Let her just be brought up.
So listen, if you're going to bring her up, dude, she has a list of accomplishments. Why does it have to be her marriage or her being a supportive wife as the thing? You see what I'm saying?
I'm not saying she doesn't have a list of accomplishments.
Yes, she does.
But since you say she does, and since I don't know that she does, could you tell me a few?
One, she was an accomplished singer, and she was also an
accomplished singer.
Yes,
I don't know any of her songs. How fucking accomplished are we talking here?
Bro, I don't know. I mean,
I'm an accomplished singer, too. Bet you didn't know that shit about me.
I'm sure Yoko Ono got a couple hits. I mean, like, there's a couple hits, right? I'm sure she got more monthly listeners than both you and I on Spotify.
What you don't know, I do mumble rapping on the side. I'm actually very successful, but I can never reveal.
Right.
Because if they know it's a plaid-wearing, red-faced...
They couldn't do it.
They drop me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's only one Post Malone.
Yeah, so you're pre-Malone.
Hold on. All right. So yes. I normally never go on the phone.
I understand
but because I was so sure that I had seen descendants of Martin Luther King be like, this is not a good look for anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to realize Martin Luther King III, I believe, approved it though.
Seneca Scott, Coretta's cousin. Hold on. This counts, bro. This counts. She said.
Here we go. Here comes Seneca Scott.
I think I'd like to have a beer with this broad. I like what she's got to say.
Yeah, here we go. Let us know. Hit us.
She goes, the mainstream media was reporting on it like it was all beautiful because they were told they had to say that.
Oh, God.
I like that.
Here we go.
But then when it came out, a little boy pointed out, that's a penis.
Yes.
And everyone was like, yo, that's a big old dong, man.
See what I'm saying?
Said the 43-year-old Oakland, California resident. Yeah, I love the
idea. She's just, you know what I mean? It's like nobody asked her at all.
I want audio so bad of her being like, and then someone else said, that's a big old dong, man.
And now it's a dong.
Now it's a dong.
But this is, all right. I was there.
You tell me.
Yeah.
You saw it.
I saw it.
Did you get aroused? Nothing? A little bit?
I put my dick in the crack. In the arm part.
Ew.
Yeah. No, it's
now worth $9 million.
This is what kind of like, when you get up close, when you look at it closely, it's a lot better. No photo is going to do it justice.
That's fair.
And that's what I think. But part of me is just like, do you
it's
want...
like Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
You can't appreciate it until you go there.
Until you go.
You get your hair wet.
And you got to see it from this right angle, too. You can't see it from the Canada... If you see it from the America side, it's terrible.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Martin Luther King thing.
No, I am. I'm saying both.
Both, right. You got to see him. Yeah, because I did see pictures of the Martin Luther King thing where... I'm like, that just looks like not even a dick. That looks like a turd.
Yeah, it looks like
a log.
Some people said it looked like a guy eating ass.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King probably did that too. Who knows? But then they showed another angle of it, and I was like, oh, well, this looks definitely better. I don't know if it's worth $10 million.
That's what I'm saying. It's huge, though. It's a massive piece.
There's a lot of big, dumb pieces of sculpture out there. Though. You know what I hate that I've never liked? I've never seen it in person. And same thing.
Sure.
Maybe I'd go there and I'd be like, wow, this is the Bean in Chicago. It's just a giant reflective lima bean.
Yes.
That's retarded, dude.
I guess
this is what passes for art nowadays.
I know. But this is because if you put a statue up,
someone's gonna desecrate it.
Someone's gonna say some shit.
Someone's gonna stick their dick in it.
Someone's gonna dude. How many people there's a statue of a bull in the financial district. And people are just sitting there grabbing its nuts all day.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool, though.
No, I get it, but it's
the bull. It looks like a bull. It's an action shot. This is just a bean.
Yeah, they call it. Why Chicago's not even the bean town? That's Boston.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That is another.
It should be a giant pepper or something,
or a hot dog.
Or a giant hot dog.
Yeah. Or a deep dish pizza. Yeah, all right.
They would do that though. They're so hyped on it.
They hyped it.
But like, does someone have to come out? And same thing with the Martin Luther King statue. Now, does someone have to come out like once every week and like Windex the entire thing?
Well, I think
people are touching it.
If it's copper, it might rust.
It's going to be green soon,
and then it's going to turn green.
Why do we keep making statues out of copper then? Unless we want them to be green eventually.
They want them to green. They want them to be green. But this is I don't. It's just like but put it just a statue of her up.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That'd be nice.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? What about a statue of the hose?
Yeah,
the Martin Luther King hose.
How about you know what it
kept this guy going?
You know what it should have been? You know what it should have been?
Please tell me something to get me out of here.
I think I might be joining you down.
Oh fuck! All right, what do you got?
I think it should be Coretta on a mountain.
On top of these hoes.
On top of the hose. Just standing there. And you know what it should be? It should her with the backhand.
Right.
And like her smacking one off the mountain.
Just the nearest one who's trying to climb the mountain.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know?
It's like that scene in World War Z when all the zombies are just climbing up each other.
Yeah, and it's her. It's just
but Coretta's at the top with an M16 just blowing heads off. That's my man. That's my revolutionary dick.
Like inscribed, freedom shall ring.
Yeah, that's like inscribed on her barrel, like she's a cop or something.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. You want to have sculptures, there you go, dude.
She's got "you're fucked" carved into the barrel of the gun.
You know, I want to see something like that. I want to you want to celebrate Coretta Scott King? Multiple ways to do it. You know? Her in a car running over one of these hoes.
Yes.
Or backing over the head of one like in The Sopranos.
Or like a, what's the thing in Wyoming with all the president's heads? What's that called?
Yeah.
Have that, but with all the hoes.
Yeah, and then hers more prominent.
Right.
Right.
Or what about a picture of Coretta's face, but it's made up of tinier faces of the hoes? Now that's art.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You look close and you just see all the women that he's had sex with. You're like, that's impressive.
And one guy, you're like, what? Martin Luther King, you hiding something? I don't know. I think if you see a statue that's supposed to commemorate someone, it should be kind of obvious who it's commemorating upon sight.
Right.
I don't think it should be like, whose forearms are those? Is that Dr. Martin Luther King's forearms?
I want to, there's no statues of her. Put one up.
Yeah.
You know?
Put one up. She's an accomplished singer. She deserves a statue.
She's got 600 streams on Spotify.
So what else is she doing? Oh, is she actually on Spotify?
No, I don't know. I don't think.
Listen, Coretta, if you're around and you want to come on the pod and do a song or two, it is Black History Month coming up.
I mean, it's open door here. You know what I mean? Mostly because no one walks through it.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
so you liked it though? You thought, did it move you?
No, I was more.
Also, you were with the boys and the crew. Did everyone go, or you were like, I gotta go and get some culture?
No. It was me, Tushar, and then Big Kev, who's Akash's camera guy, and then Crit, and then and also Robbie Slowick, another comic came through. But we're there, and like I'm looking at it, and you know what? I see she's wearing her ring, he's wearing his ring, and I go, you know, like it's just like if you're gonna sell
wedding ring or pimp ring. You got a pinky ring on it. It's much bigger than the hand.
This hand shall pass, inscribed on that ring. But it's just like okay, cool. You're showing, you know, they're married, the embrace. But man, they've both done enough that you can merit their own thing.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. After he passed, she kind of took the torch and kept running. She got like his thing. She got Martin Luther King as a national holiday.
I didn't know that. Oh, she got us the day?
Yeah, she got us.
Oh, salute to her.
See what I'm saying? Like there's more. It's more than just her hits.
Right. It's more than just the pop music that she's made.
Yeah. All right. Well, oh, here we are. You know what I mean?
That's it.
You brought this other thing that I wanted to talk about. Gwen Stefani.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I sent that to you. Gwen Stefani in the news.
Claims to be Japanese.
Oh, very good.
Now, man, it always comes back down to appropriating culture.
Yeah, it's the biggest issue in our world today. Nothing more important than the appropriation of cultures and policing it.
Right. Yeah. I see people appropriating cultures left and right.
Am I doing it right now?
You do it in the worst way.
It's like It's like The Shining. I could be doing it. I don't even know it.
Yeah, you got to give it back.
You got the shine, Dennis. You look at me. I have dreadlocks all of a sudden.
I constantly look back. There's different things.
There's this
Dreadlocks.
dashiki.
Yeah, you're wearing a kimono.
Yeah, multiple different ones.
Yeah. So I'm not against the appropriating of cultures, but just calling yourself Japanese.
Did you read the little article thing?
I didn't read the article because I just looked at her photo and I got so angry.
And you said, "Look at her, Japanese looking white bitch. How dare you?"
I mean, maybe the people in the hentai community are probably happy about it.
Oh, they're delighted.
Oh, they are.
Are you
very
kidding me?
much.
They're like, "You're absolutely Japanese."
Which, by the way, there hasn't been any new hentai in a long time. Can people start uploading more? What's the deal with that?
Where's the buzzer?
I'm not. We're done. We're done with the buzzer.
The buzzer means awkwardness this week because I feel weird.
I don't give
Is that your thing? You're a hentai guy?
I'm not saying I am.
This is how I learn in front of the camera?
I'm not saying I am or I am not.
What do you mean? You know if there's new ones or not? No one's like, The Walking Dead seems to be over, and it's like, oh, do you watch it? It's like, no, never heard. What? No.
Hear me out. I'm a variety man.
Okay, variety, spice of life.
I mix it up.
Yeah.
I mix it up. But I'm just saying that in situations, you should have, more of it. More of everything.
more options in the hentai?
More options. You know
when you click on the hentai tab, you're seeing the same things over and over.
Yeah.
I bet I know how it happened. I bet you weren't born a hentai man.
No.
Yeah. Or were you even though your middle school history and your high school, you're weird, you were appropriating Asian cultures.
I could
Final Fantasy,
dude,
going too far down that alley, right?
I definitely had a bang.
You had the anime bang?
I had a bang.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm learning a lot about you
I didn't
today.
have the single bang. I had the wave where the front is a little longer than the back.
I don't know if I know that one.
That's where it's just like, imagine the front of your hair. You know how like the top of my hair is all even, right?
Yes.
Now imagine if just the front is longer.
Okay, I do know.
And then I'd pull it back.
You had that, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am.
It's like the reverse balding guy. You know, when the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But this one is more of like you have a prop now. When you really want to drive a point home, you get to.
Yes. Yeah. I don't have a beverage to sip, so I just push my hair back.
I bet I know how it started because I have some stuff. Because when you look at porn on occasion,
yes,
like most people do, I hope. I hope it's healthy.
Right.
The amount of porn I look at. You go to these.
My phone barely works.
You go to these websites, and once you go to the website, it's like recommended for you based on stuff you've looked at.
Yeah.
It's the algorithm.
Right.
It's in every corner of our life now. You know what I mean?
Right.
But every once in a while, maybe you click on something by accident. It's in your algorithm now, though.
Yes.
You watch 5 seconds of a video. You ever watch a video and then a woman turns out to have a penis, and you're like, I didn't read the whole description. And then you go back, and now there's chicks with dicks coming up in your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we both. But I'm saying the hentai, you had that door open and you were like, I'll poke around.
Yeah.
I keep trying to slam this door closed and it keeps coming up on my recommended page.
I'm not saying like
I'm typing in the search bar, I'm not gay, I swear. Pornhub's coming back like, are you sure? Are you dead sure?
Yeah, what do you swear on?
Yeah.
For me, it's not like the octopus and like having sex with women. This is like, guy on
regular
girl.
anime.
It's regular anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just animated porn.
So what's the point of looking at animated porn when they're not doing anything outside of the realm that could be done
with regular
live action porn?
Because I'm a hero for doing so.
You're a hero for doing so. You like art. You're a man of the arts. You're supporting artists.
I can't draw. Might as well see someone who can.
You ever try to draw hentai then?
No. I haven't even bothered.
You lying?
You came off like you came off like a detective. You lying? Because we'll find out.
I've been watching a lot of whodunits on Netflix. Also for Netflix Book Club, check out my other podcast where we talk about movies. And one of the best things a detective will do, just keep asking you the same question over and over again.
Dude, I listen to like murder podcasts.
Do you draw hentai, Kunal? you just pull up portraits?
You bring the stage light over? You bring the...
Put it right next to your face.
It's awfully hot in here.
You start doing the anime sweat, the one bead. It gets bigger and bigger.
I yell. You see the word bubble?
Oh man, I've never dabbled even with the regular hentai. Maybe I should give it a look.
I think
send me some of your favorite videos.
Absolutely
That's
not.
Crossing a line.
Yeah, dude, anybody who shares porn with someone, horrible.
For real.
Yeah, that is gross.
Sharing porn is, I don't know if it's gross, but it's weird to me.
It is very weird. There is no relationship other than you plan on having sex with this person.
Yeah.
That it would be okay.
Right, I agree.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe
still shots, okay.
Still shots of just hot women, that is a man thing.
Man-to-man thing.
Man-to-man thing.
But I think, I meant like still shots in porn that are not porn like. For example, I sent a still shot of like where it was Orthodox Jewish people. And it was just funny to me. But they're not naked yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Orthodox porn, the funniest of all the porn.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
So much clothes to take off.
Yeah. Oy vey.
By the time you get to the end.
Yeah.
They're like a Russian doll. They're just tiny. They're like a skeleton.
And there's a penis.
Yeah. A skeleton and a penis.
Yeah.
Man, hentai. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to give it a shot now.
I mean, there's no... my thing is this. I kind of think it's kind of cool in a way because porn... The women are mistreated, supposedly. They're not paid well.
They do say, I have heard some more woke people tell me that if you even look at porn, you're participating. You are a pawn in human trafficking.
And you should pay for it. I've heard the argument if you're going to...
I've heard the argument of paying for porn, and I agree more with that than the fact that I'm a evil person forever looking at it and supporting child trafficking, human trafficking, all that shit. I'm like, wait, what? What did I do?
Yeah, right. It's always that massive leap that they take about
that.
Like,
you are evil.
Yeah. Oh, looked at porn? Well, good job, child molester. What are you talking about? These women are well over...
I only look at the really successful porn stars who've made money for themselves, and I know they're okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This way, I'm like, well, you weren't trafficked,
right?
Or if you were, it worked out.
Yeah,
there's got to be some positive human trafficking.
These were all green lights.
Yeah. Listen, they pay more here than in Czechoslovakia. I don't know what to tell you. Come over here.
Congratulations.
We like your weird little accent.
Yeah, but calling yourself an entirely different culture as a person.
Oh, yeah, that's where we started.
Yeah,
Gwen Stefani, our hollaback girl.
It just becomes irritating because it's just like now you're ruining it for everyone who wants to kind of appropriate the culture.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of white men. I posted this once about how white guys... that have like Asian girlfriends are weirdos.
White guys with Asian girlfriends are weirdos? Why?
Because it was like I was
some
younger.
of them are.
I was
like,
younger.
don't get me wrong, I kind of know what you're saying, but not
younger.
all of them.
I was younger when I posted this.
I was a younger man.
And like a lot of people got upset at me, and I was like, all right, yeah, I got it.
It's because you're also an Asian man with a white girlfriend, you fucking hypocrite.
This is before though,
right?
Yeah, and
before you had a taste of that sweet vanilla,
that cardamom.
You're like, how could anyone not want this?
So silky white, so innocent. So it's like you're ruining it for everyone else.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Well, don't be weird about it.
It just took a couple people who came back with the dreads from Jamaica. I'm telling you right now, dreadlocks on white dudes could have been cool.
I still think it's a case-by-case basis.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to write off a white guy if he's got
There's
dreads.
a lot of bad cases.
There's a lot.
Yeah, that's
a
the
lot
problem.
of what's Hanks' son? Tom Hanks' kid? Chet
Hanks. Yeah,
a lot of Chet Hanks out there.
A lot of Chet Hankses, and not enough good Hanks.
At least Chet Hanks is good at the accent, though. You got to give him that.
I mean,
it's not like he's bad at it.
He is. Listen, if there's ever been some quality. It's quality patois.
Yeah. If he ever needed to kidnap somebody's children and leave a ransom message as a Jamaican guy, he's going to get away with it because they're not going to be looking for him. They're going to be looking for Shaggy. And he's just going to say it wasn't me. Which is Typical Shaggy.
Typical Shaggy. We know that's how Shaggy does. We know what he's been up. He's denied everything.
I feel
he killed Nicole Brown.
He did it.
That's
what that song's really about.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Yeah. It wasn't me.
Evidence A.
Yeah.
I feel almost bad.
I stopped it in the kitchen. It wasn't me. No.
I was in the back of the white Bronco. It wasn't me.
I even killed the poor waiter.
A waiter got killed that night?
Ron Goldman, he's a waiter.
You know his name? Was he a friend of yours?
No.
I don't know. I was young for the OJ trial.
You don't know his name.
I don't know the waiter.
Say his name.
Yes, chef.
Yeah.
Ron Goldman.
Ron Goldman.
Jewish guy?
Jewish
waiter got killed by the juice?
Yeah, the Jews.
The Jews. Yeah. Gwen Stefani in the article was quoted as saying, like, where she grew up, Southern California, everyone just blended. It was like a very mixed community. She goes, so when I hung out with like the Cholo girlfriends, I wore red lipstick and I had a bandana on and I talked like that.
Yeah.
And then when I'd hang out with Asian people, I'd pick up some of their stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like, it doesn't make you a bad person, but maybe you don't say, I'm Japanese, pretty much.
Yeah. That's
because that's kind of what she said. She got a little misquoted or taken out of context.
Of course.
But when you have those words in that order, like I am Japanese, with your fucking teacup white skin, it's like you're setting yourself up to be the villain. You know?
I would just love if that's the quote. And she just goes, oh, by the way, before you guys leave, I am Japanese.
Yeah, like in Entourage, I am Queens Boulevard.
Yes.
I am Japanese. And then you drop the Hiroshima bomb.
But yeah, I think that it ruins it. People go too far. There's nothing wrong with picking up parts of other cultures. Dude, what do you know what I mean? That's New York City. That's the basis for all of New York City.
Right.
You know? No.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do get what you're saying, too, where some white people take it a little too far. I think there's a name for people who really get involved with, it might just be Japanese culture, it might be Asian culture, and I might be saying this wrong. Weeaboo? Have you heard this phrase before?
No.
A weeaboo. It's one of those white guys. I don't know if it can be another ethnicity, but a white guy who's super into Asian, like anime. They've got anime body pillows, and they probably pay, like, you know, they're into K-pop. It's that's a weird avenue to go down, I think.
Right.
But if you're happy, and I guess there's some Asian women who want
the amount of white guys that have taught English in Japan,
right,
as like part of their life. It's like a rite of passage. That is like their final level.
I did that once.
You did not.
For a second, though, you were like,
I was like, wait a minute, this man doesn't even have a passport.
Right out of high school, I was in I'm wearing a kimono.
I was this close
to doing it.
Yeah,
I've thought about it.
Yeah, dude, I graduated college. Okay, and I'm sitting here going, what do I do with my time? I have nothing. I have no clue what's going on. A buddy of mine was in Korea teaching English.
Right,
and he goes, dude, come out here. It's great. It's phenomenal. Everyone's gonna love you. And I go, you know, man, I'm living in my mom's basement at the time.
He's living in North Korea. He's actually setting you up for a prisoner swap. He's like, you take this guy and I leave.
And it's just a picture of me, like, with a couple beers.
Very American. You got your anime swoop? They're like, oh, we'll take this asshole.
Absolutely. So they're sharpening a stick. I don't know. So he goes, come to Korea, teach English. It'll be great. And I go, you know what, man? I got nothing going on. Whatever. Let's just do it. And I signed up for the program. I took, like, there was like an interview. There was like some sort of exam or whatever. All the shit. Questions you had to answer. Essays you had to write. I did it all. Literally all. They sent me the contract and said, send back this contract and we will schedule your flight.
And you're Korean. If you sign this contract, you're Korean.
You are now Korean. And
and Gwen Stefani.
If I look closer, it just says North.
North Korean.
Yeah. So it's just like, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna go teach English.
How long did it take to get all that, like, not certifications, but all the shit you had to take care of?
It took like a month, dude, to get all my shit together.
It's still a lot.
Yeah, it's like, it was a lot of, and it wasn't like, I remember it taking a month. I'm sure I might have dragged my feet on it. I don't remember how. It was just enough paperwork where you sit there and you're going like, okay, I got to do this stuff. Right. And I get all the paperwork done. Right. And I get everything ready to go. And then my buddy's just like going, my buddy Derek, he goes, what are you going to do? You're going to go teach English in Korea?
I know Derek, and I can hear him saying this to you,
He
and
goes,
you just getting slowly deflated.
Oh,
of like,
yeah, dude.
What am I going to go over there?
Yeah.
Eat Korean food all the time?
You're just gonna teach English in Korea, and then what?
And how long would it have been a contract
It's
for?
a year-long contract, but then
Okay.
you can extend at the end of the year,
which
right?
I bet a lot of people do.
Yeah. And he goes, then what? You're gonna teach some more? And then you're gonna come back, and then you're gonna be right back where you started.
Oh my God,
Dude, that took. Man, forget the.
you would have saved up money.
Dude,
You could have saved that money bartending in New York City too.
Yeah,
you know?
you wouldn't. Not only did it not take the wind out of my sails, took away the sails.
Right.
Just gone.
Yeah.
I know oars. I'm just up Shit's Creek.
You called your friend in Korea who told you to do it to begin with, and you're like, "You're a fucking idiot. Are you kidding me? You're gonna be right back where you started when you're done with that." He's like, "I got a wife and kid over here now. Things are going great."
I've actually become principal.
You're a loser. I've developed a tiny army of small Korean children.
Yeah, this is great.
Do all my bidding.
They're mixed race. They're beautiful.
They're beautiful kids.
So he was right, man.
Right.
He was right, and it's just like
What's your friend doing now?
my buddy, the one who went to.
Hung himself.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hung himself in his classroom.
Yeah.
Kids couldn't reach him to get him down.
Yeah, they're too short.
Too short.
Yeah, as you know, in traditional Korean garb. So he came back. I think he's like he knew Taekwondo, so he's a Taekwondo instructor.
Before he went there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But now he's like he works at a bank. Last time we spoke, but it's just like I don't know what he's up to, so I can't necessarily say. But I do know this, that it just felt like a year had gone past. Yeah. And there are other people that I've spoken to that have done this thing. TOEFL is what it's called, the program. And it's like they've done the program, and then they've been in Korea for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And then they came back, and they're like, now what?
Yeah.
And it just becomes that. It's
They're getting like the reverse culture shock, I bet, of like living in the States again.
Yeah, and then some of them, I met somebody who started doing stand-up after they came back from Korea.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I came back. I think they taught in Korea for like 5-6 years.
They should have done comedy in Korea. The pool there is much smaller.
I'm sure, but it's just like, there's not like a system in which it's like as intricate or as detailed as it is in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's stuff like that. And he was right. I did some shit, figured it out, and then eventually I started stand-up, and I was like, okay.
You ever have any regrets? You wish you were in Korea right now instead of here podcasting with me?
Man, it'd be a Korean version of you would be hilarious.
I don't even know how to be racist on this one, and I'd like to. I'd like to be racist and funny, but I don't know what a Korean version of me would be like.
No, it would be,
I just want to do the Japanese voice, and I know that's not correct. Wait a minute. A Korean version of me is just probably like Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, that's what
it's kind of pudgy.
Same haircut and everything. Yeah.
I put the binoculars on. I take them off. I got 2 black rings on my eyes. Who did that? Nobody respects me.
You put on the black garb. It'd be great. But yeah, the point is, it's just like, man, it's right. You just don't need to do all that.
Yeah. Also, I never understood how you can go and teach English in a country where you don't know their language. It's just immersion. Like they just give you workbooks and shit.
Yeah, man. It's like
and you sound it out.
It's immersion. Like when I took Korean in college, the teacher said to me, like the teacher was like, "Listen, this is the first and last day I will be speaking English."
That's so threatening for
Dude,
some reason.
it was. I sat back.
I would have just stood up and be like, all right, I got to get out of here.
I sat back and I was like, I can't wait to see you try.
Yeah.
And
because you're going to be speaking English to me.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be definitely throwing a little bit of English my way.
Right.
And he did not.
Really? Never broke it.
Never broke it. He had a teaching assistant. She never spoke. She didn't even say a word of English that day.
How do you do that? That's bananas to me.
It's just like they have the chalkboard, like one is the, you know what I mean?
You see in cartoons and in children's movies, The Simpsons, I remember they did this, where you're dropped into a foreign country and you just immerse yourself in the language. And then all of a sudden one day you're like, oh my God, I can understand it. It's like all of a sudden you have this ability. Yeah. That's not how learning a language works though. You very slowly pick up on things.
Yeah, and
then eventually you're like, oh,
but if
I
you
can
spend
kind of
enough
get by.
time,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's what it becomes. Like when somebody hands, you're looking for an apple and they tell you what the word for an apple is.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, okay, cool, this is it. Like bulgogi is like is like pork tenderloins or whatever, and it's just like, oh, now I know this is bulgogi.
So that's how he would teach you. Just bring food into class and put it in and be like,
he's cooking beef on the table. No, but it's just like. you know, a picture of an apple, picture of whatever. Like, you
it
know,
reminds me of, and I've always wondered this too. I know they made a movie about it. I should go watch it. Who was that lady who taught Helen Keller how to be a person?
how to stop being so stupid.
How to stop.
Can you stop being so dumb there, Helen?
Something like that. Helen Keller was...
Oh, you can't hear me? Don't worry, I got you.
Because usually deaf, blind, and dumb. It's a trio. But she was just deaf and blind.
Just deaf and blind.
Yeah. Maybe she was dumb.
Who knows?
That's the worst. You spend so much time teaching a deaf, blind child how to communicate with the outside world.
Right.
And then they're just like...
and then you
These Doritos suck.
You find out they're dumb. And you're like, you're so mad at the parents. You're like, hey, you called me. I only do 2 things: deaf and blind. I don't come here for dumb.
I don't cover dumb.
Yeah,
you gotta get regular
teacher.
teachers for that.
Okay, you need a zookeeper for dumb. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the situation was, but to teach somebody Braille is very goddamn difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it's the feel of things. But
they could hear at least.
She was deaf and blind.
Well, I thought you were just saying teaching someone Braille in general is okay.
You know, with her it's just
Yeah. How do you convey an alphabet? That there's, you know. Math is
Korean wasn't that hard.
Can you speak any Korean?
I mean,
say something to me in Korean right now.
Idam E Kunal. My name is Kunal.
Idam?
Yeah,
You're
Idam
making fun of me.
Oh yeah.
You think I'm an idiot. You think I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Well, listen here, Sonny.
You just break out perfect Korean in the right pitch.
We both went. They don't do that.
Yeah. There is like when you speak like real Korean, it is a lot more guttural.
Oh,
like bulgogi.
Really? Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, right?
That sounded legit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kalbi.
Can we start speaking English like that? Can we just be more like,
hey,
next week we do?
Well, no,
you don't want to put
we would just do Christian Bale after a while. Yeah. I'm in the mood for pork.
Yes. They say the true mastery of a language is when you can be funny in it. It's true.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true. That's accurate.
That's why you're still working on English.
Yeah, I am. I was. But it's where was I going? Korean wasn't that hard,
right?
Because by the way, it is just 26 letters and like 7 vowels. It's
similar.
Really? I don't think if it's exactly the same, but it's similar.
Well, I've heard that they're pretty westernized. Korea compared
the language,
to certain.
it is pretty westernized, but the language itself is pretty similar to English.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, whereas Chinese, it's all words for everything, and Japanese has like different inflections too. Korean is the easiest of the major 3 languages.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can relate to Gwen Stefani, but if you
both her and I are Japanese.
Well, if you do, what nationality or ethnicity or country do you feel like if you weren't Indian American, you're 100% Indian, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 198% Indian, 2% into hentai. What country or whatever would you feel like? Would you feel almost comfortable being like, I'm that?
I mean, outside of America, dude, that becomes the hardest part. I think when your family is from another country and then now you're here and you're just like when we leave our apartment.
Yeah.
Like our apartment felt like a village in India.
Right.
You know, like everything about the language, the food, the temperament, all that kind of stuff. But when you left, then you felt like you're in a whole different world.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I didn't like it's not like we were speaking English at home as much as it was like a mix.
Right.
So like I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. It's not
I was going to say, did you feel like you were too Indian?
When I go to India, I don't fit in at all.
Because you're very American.
Yeah.
But you also felt growing up that you were too Indian to fit in with other kids?
No, like I just didn't like other Indian kids that are from here. Like there was also like it just felt weird because they were more cultured than I was, and I wasn't at all.
You mean like multiple cultures, not just
No, like
Indian
they
culture.
learned about the Indian culture, whereas I'm like that dumb guy. He's like, wait, what?
Well, your parents probably tried to teach you. Be like, I got to go throw rocks off roofs. I got a busy day in Queens.
I'm not.
I got things to do. Trains to hop.
I'm not gonna. I don't need you talking to me right here with your bullshit.
You're
Shut
eating
your
sausage
mouth.
and peppers.
Yeah. I'm making pasta.
I don't need this bullshit from you, Ma.
Yeah, it's just no. Like they never bothered because they were busy working.
Yeah, of course.
So they don't have time to sit here and like. You know, like my mom tried to take me to like a temple to learn, and it was just like I didn't What do I care?
I sat down with my Jewish neighbor one time, and he wanted to sell me the idea of him teaching me accordion.
Right?
He was an accordion player.
I really thought this was going to be the plot to Apt Pupil.
I sat down one time with my Jewish neighbor. No, well, he's Jew. He claimed to be Jewish.
Yeah, and then he put on an outfit.
Yeah. Then we started walking, and man, did those legs go high. I said, "Do you usually walk like that? Is that your normal gait?" He said, 9.
This is how I stretch.
This is how I schlep from town to town. I said, all right, Arnie, sorry. His name was Arnie. He was a good guy. My mom told me not to go off on a tangent.
Yeah, but he tried to sell you on the accordion?
He played accordion, and he was damn good at it, in fairness to him. Right. And me as a 10-year-old kid, my mom sent me over to sit with him for an hour while he played the accordion and told me, like...
What was your mom doing?
My mom was always trying to get me to do shit this. And I don't know what she was doing. Just chilling. Chilling with one less kid around to get a little peace of mind. You know?
She's like just dropping them off at different places.
Dude, my mom will put me in situations. One time we were leaving church, and this black lady, she's got a baby on her hip, and she just looks exhausted, this lady. And the church lets out, all right, everybody, good evening, go and be good Christians. Go and
be merry,
go and feel guilty. And we stand up to leave, and my mom looks at the lady, and she goes, do you want my son to carry your baby? Because you look tired. Like, that's pretty much what she said. You look tired. Do you want my son to carry your baby? And I immediately was like, you're fucking crazy. You don't, this lady's not going to, this lady immediately gave me her baby. And I'm like 15 years old, probably. I'm already 6'5". So now I got this baby on my hip. I'm looking like...
You look like you pulled a double.
I'm looking like the absentee father who only shows up for church on Sundays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're filming yourself. You get the viral credit.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this guy.
I walk out into the lobby of the church. People congregate in the lobby after church, and they talk and stuff. And I'm looking for this mom, and I can't find her. And then the baby woke up and started screaming, crying.
Yeah, of course.
Who's this giant white man who's kidnapping me? Because it wasn't even a baby. It was like a 3-year-old. It was like a toddler.
Yeah. The toddler thinks they're being abducted by a ghost.
Yeah. I almost got away with that child.
Yeah, an emo ghost.
Yeah. Back then I did have the emo. I didn't put my hair up.
Yeah.
What was I saying? My mom put me in before
Accordion.
that. Accordion. So I go over there. He's like...
Jerry?
Arnie. He says, Dennis, you weren't going to get so much puss if you learned to play the accordion.
That is...
I said, Arnie.
That is not what it is.
I said, Arnie, puss? From the accordion? I wasn't even throwing if I was just skeptical. I said, Arnie.
There's a hole in the vents. I'm telling you right now, just put your dick in.
He says, watch this, and he pulls the accordion apart, and as it comes apart, it's a picture of a lady with her legs spread. Like, Arnie, you're a card, my guy.
You're a freak, Arnie.
Yeah. Arnie's like, there's a lot of shit you don't know about me.
Yeah, let me tell you about how the accordion.
Listen, I didn't escape the camps to live a vanilla lifestyle, my kid. We fucking getting crazy over here. One life to live.
Yeah, he turns the accordion upside down and he spreads it, and it's a woman's asshole.
Both sides, Arnie?
Both. You got to pay extra for that. But there's holes in it so it doesn't make the noises anymore. This is my play accordion.
It's my squeak box.
Yeah. It's just moisturizer in it, and it squirts out every time he squeezes the box. It costs a lot of money, but it's worth it.
Arnie, how come your floors are so sticky? His wife brings him in a cocktail. He slaps her ass on the way out. She's 80 years old.
Yeah.
My mom told me a story about this guy recently that, like, I remember his wife passed away. They were always the old couple next door.
Right.
I'd rake their leaves, shovel their drive, or whatever. They were good people. I wasn't interested in playing the accordion, though, much to Arnie's chagrin.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, more puss for me, kid.
And make sure you lock that door on the way out.
The reason why I have all these pussy jokes in my head for Arnie, the old Jewish guy who lived next door to me, is because my mom told me recently, she's like, you know, like Arnie died, or Arnie's wife died, and like 3 months later I saw him in whatever, Pathmark.
Yeah.
And Arnie, how's it going? He goes, good. Listen, I should tell you, because I don't want you gossiping. Yeah. If you see a lady coming in and out, I have a new lady friend. Yeah. I was like, Arnie, you're 78 years old.
Yeah.
Still on it, dude. Still, come on around. Come on over I'll play a few songs on my accordion for you, sweetie.
I respect it, dude. I respect it.
It makes me feel like I got to get more game. I got to get an accordion.
My man out here
confidence.
With the accordion, still pulling in chicks post-death.
I think it was something about the accordion that he could seduce people.
Yeah.
I made out with Arnie.
Well, think of it this way, dude. It's you're having. It's not like. You know how like you tap your head and rub your stomach?
Yes, I could do that.
Right. You know,
I could also do it the other way.
Yeah, you're really good. But it's just like, imagine what a guy who can play a piano
dexterous
as shit, and also keeping that
right,
and playing an entire keyboard.
You pick up a woman like that sometimes.
Yeah, he's just like he's playing both ends.
Right.
He's killing it.
It's one of those things where as a kid, there's probably no less cool instrument than the accordion. But now as an adult,
you thought the accordion was cool as a kid.
No, uncool, I'm saying.
Okay, yeah,
it's
right.
the
Yes.
It's the most uncool instrument you can imagine.
Yes, 100%.
You'd rather play the flute or the clarinet as a child.
The only person who made and also by acknowledging how uncool they were, was Weird Al.
Weird Al, sure. But nowadays, it's, again, with time, you get different perspective.
Sure.
You know how dope it'd be for me to be at a party, bust out an accordion for a few minutes, and just start like polka-ing it up?
It would be, first of all, because
I would get pushed.
Yeah, the guitar would be an automatic party foul.
Yes,
It's
you don't
an
want the guitar.
Yeah, you don't want the like. I practice the guitar, and it's just like people are like, "Are you gonna play at parties?" And I go,
No.
Are you out of your mind?
When someone takes out a guitar at a party, I assume mediocre.
Yes,
Because someone who's good at it isn't busting it out to impress people. They know they're good at it.
Yeah, they know they're good at
Yeah.
it, and they keep it to themselves.
I was at a party one time when I was maybe just out of college, and young kind of like punk kids all drinking and stuff. And this one dude took out a guitar and started playing just jazz scales.
Yeah.
You know, boom, 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 boom. And when you know those scales, you can just play forever and ever. This kid took him out and started playing it, and within 20 seconds, like 3 girls like turned, oh my God. But my buddy Dan, who's a really good guitar player, he goes, oh, C minor scale. I bet we're going to be hearing this shit for the next hour and a half. And this dude,
He said this out loud?
He said it loud, buddy.
Oh, beautiful.
And me and my friends laughed, and this dude got so deflated.
Yeah, of course.
But he kept on because those girls were into it.
Of course.
But like he knew he had been got.
Yeah.
He knew someone called out his bullshit.
I never sit there and be like, I'm not, like, I started playing, and I've spoken to people that have played guitar, like, they've been playing since, I was like, listen, man, I know like 4 chords.
Right.
And I'm just trying to keep up.
Yeah.
I'm just trying, and a buddy of mine invited, he's like, hey, man, maybe you come over and we'll play together. And I was like, there is no chance in hell.
Yeah, you're not.
I am nowhere near there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I fuck up when Dina's walking by.
Sure.
Yeah, and I just go, oh. I fuck up if I think I'm doing too well.
If you think you're doing too well?
Yeah, I'm going, I might get every chord.
You should tell your therapist about that.
Yeah,
That's a problem with you. It's like, sometimes I'm doing too well.
It's I like how I've revealed something really massively wrong with myself. So
that's your problem in your anime. It's just you playing the piano, and then you hear the dub over, like, I'm too good for this. But am I? You hit the wrong key.
Yeah, and then a big titted woman appears
with tentacles.
All right. One more thing that you brought up to me.
Yes.
I saw this headline, and I got automatically irritated.
New York Times.
Yeah.
Do you have? Are you anti-New York Times? Some people think they're too hoity-toity.
First of all, every time the 3 articles a month, kind of bullshit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I never read more than that anyway, so I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah. If you read more than 3, you gotta like.
Mother only allows 1 article a year.
So man, they said if New York City is such a nice place, why is there no place to pee?
I think it's a good point. Greatest city in the world, right?
Yeah.
Greatest city in the world. How come there's no bathrooms?
Do you think bathrooms should be paid for?
I think there should be public bathrooms readily available for free. But if not, I understand and I still agree with 50 cents to $1 per use.
I think the 50 cents to $1 per use thing is. I mean, yeah, I think
especially nowadays. If you don't got 50 cents, to take a shit,
and it's got to be a nice ass place.
In theory, yeah, but it's not going to be after 6 weeks.
No.
You ever go into the bathrooms at Tompkins Square Park?
Tompkins Square Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hellhole.
Yeah.
That's an utter nightmare.
But they work.
Ever been to the bathrooms in Bryant Street?
No.
What's it called? Bryant Park?
Bryant Street Park?
Bryant Park?
Yeah.
Bryant Park, their bathrooms are maintained. It's free though. But they're still maintained.
Is there like a security guard there?
There's a person there.
There is.
Yeah. Yeah. And those bathrooms are nice.
I can't go if you're watching me. No. I have to watch you.
There's just 2 giant gratuitous holes. And then one in case you want to throw the dick through.
Pee on the porcelain, not in the liquid. It won't get everywhere.
Yeah, I think that it's I think that they should be more paid bathrooms.
Yeah. There's like literally once I read the article, I was like, all right, this is kind of just a dumb piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also reminiscent of the Seinfeld thing because this person made a Google Maps with like 3,000 bathrooms in the 5 boroughs, which is great, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, if you can't be New York savvy enough,
there's also an app to find places to pee.
Yeah, I'm sure there's.
No, there is. Like it was developed.
Just number one.
No,
pee?
No, it was for women by women.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's just for women, but it was by women to like.
I think we could sue them.
Yeah.
An app just for women by women.
Yeah.
I don't gotta pee.
That's right.
I don't gotta pee.
I can't. What do I?
Easier for men to pee.
Yeah,
in public.
exactly. But it's just like there was this app developed for where it would help women find clean bathrooms.
Right.
Yeah, which I think is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're not New York savvy enough to be like, find a business.
Yes.
Where it's like, can I just, you know what you should do if you really have a problem going to the bathroom
It's
in New York
hard
City?
post-COVID.
Harder.
Yesterday, I got out of Penn Station, and I was like, I got to pee. And they're like, well, there's a bathroom there. And I was like, you know what? I'll just go when we are getting a cab.
Yeah, the bathroom in Penn Station is a rough look, too.
Yeah, well, they're redoing all of it. So it's like,
Right.
I don't know if it's new or whatever. But so I'm like, they're getting a cab. 2 buddies of mine getting a cab. And I go, I'll just go pee in McDonald's. I go to McDonald's. They're like, bathroom's closed.
Not for customers only. Closed?
Just closed.
Whenever anyone says we have no bathroom or bathroom's closed, I go, well, where have you been going?
Yeah.
Because I'll just go where you went.
Right. It's crazy. And the guy goes, go next door. There's a restaurant there. You can go there.
All right, at least he told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is great. So I go next door. No one's coming out the bathroom.
They're like, who sent you? McDonald's? We've been going back and forth for weeks.
Or the guy holds up the Ronald McDonald's head. Send them back with this.
Yeah.
So I go, I'm waiting. Person doesn't come out. And then I had no choice. I had to get back. I had to go and catch the cab that we were.
Someone was definitely in there. You knocked?
Yeah, I knocked. I heard them like flushing and all that shit. Yeah. And it's just like, it's harder now to find a bathroom post-COVID. I get that. And I think that should there be more bathrooms? Man, I don't think that this determines what makes a city nice.
Oh, it's a cheeky headline.
Yeah,
New
it
York
is. It's
City's
like bullshit.
So great.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's certainly, I mean, I agree with it.
It really comes down to some asshole who couldn't pee a couple times, and now they're writing an article like this.
You ever have to pee in public in New York City? You ever get a...
Just happened last night.
Where'd you go?
I ended up waiting till I got home.
Oh, well, that's... You think my question was literally, have you ever had the urge to go to the bathroom in New York City?
Yes.
You fucking asshole.
Yeah.
No, have you ever had to like pee in public, like find an alley or something?
Oh, yeah. I've gotten a urinating in public ticket.
Just once?
Twice.
I've gotten one.
Yeah.
I got one when I was like 19. I went into Brooklyn to go see a show.
Right.
Afterwards, went out drinking, got completely lost.
Yeah.
But I'm with a buddy of mine, Matt, and I have to pee so bad. It was one of those situations where I'm super drunk, but I'm cognizant.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I have a beer. I'm walking the streets of Brooklyn with a beer.
Sure.
Not a great idea.
Not a good look.
I'm also very young, 19.
Sure.
It's like 2009. You know what I mean? I don't know where I am.
Uh-huh.
But I say, I'm going to go down this little corner here and pee. You keep an eye out and let me know if anyone comes. And I turn the corner and I start to pee. And I got 2 seconds into the stream before I hear, oh, what are you kidding me, kid?
Who's there?
4 cops. 4 to the point where like the next day when I talked to Matt, I was like, I asked you to keep a lookout. He goes, the second you turned away, they rolled up and I just started laughing. I was like, some fucking lookout you are. The cops come over to me and I have an open container and they're like, let's see the identification. I give them the ID and they literally look at it and these, a lot of NYPD are bridge and tunnel themselves.
Sure.
They go, Valley Stream, 19. What the fuck are you doing here, kid? It's like Thursday at like 1 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I go, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get home. I'm trying to find the train home. And they go, throw that beer out. They didn't hit me with the beer. They didn't hit me with the underage, but they did give me a peeing in public ticket that I went and fought.
Yeah. And did you get that out?
No, I paid for it on the spot. I was like, listen, there's not enough places to go in New York City. And they're
One day I'll write it out.
They said, write an article, $75.
One was upstate. I was at school in Albany.
Oh, that sucks.
So we're heading to like the bars. And we've been drinking in the dorms, getting it on, really tying on. Me and my buddy Derek. And there's a parking lot. I'm like, dude, I got to piss. I should have peed. I didn't. And so I start peeing, and the parking lot's filled with cars, right? And
you're not peeing on a car, right?
No. Okay. I'm peeing in between cars.
Okay.
I see a light that's like that's shining my way, and I think it's like maybe a half-covered car, and so I see it, and it's just one light, you know what I mean? So I just start shaking my dick, and I go, hey.
You colossal dope.
And it turns out to be...
Did you raise your hands and wiggle your dick like that?
Yeah. Turns out to be a cop spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. They roll up to me.
Put the dick down.
Yeah. I throw it over my shoulder. So they come up to me and they go, what are you doing? And I go, what do you mean? I was peeing. And they go, yeah? And I go,
you said I was peeing?
Yeah. I'm
so
hammered.
naive. So
I'm
naive.
hammered.
You're hammered.
I am
You're
hammered.
All right.
And the guy, Derek is not as trashed.
Uh-huh.
And they go, what are you?
Derek's like, hold on. He teaches Korean.
He's got ambition.
He's going to be teaching Korean. Be
Oh,
right back where he started, but he's going to do it.
He got it. He took the exam. So he goes, they go, yeah, okay. And I go, yeah, what's the problem? They're like, and I go, if you guys weren't there,
Oh
this
my God.
wouldn't have been an issue.
You start going lawyering on these cops? Dude. It's your fault. I didn't have to pee until I saw you. I got nervous.
They go, what do you, well, I go, yeah, if you weren't here, this wouldn't have been happening. And they go, so you mean if we weren't here, you wouldn't have been peeing? And I go, no, I still would have been peeing. But
if a man pees in a parking lot and there's no one around to observe it, has he even relieved himself? And you just hold up your hands and wiggle your dick again. La, la, la.
I'm peeing my pants now.
Yes.
Can you tell what I'm doing? So the guy's
you
like,
start crying, inventing things. You're like, I never felt Indian enough.
Just coming all the way back to hentai isn't the worst.
I bet you look at porn, you're a human trafficker.
You child molester.
You child molester. You piece of shit. You pedophiles make me sick.
So
you spit on their shoes. Patooey.
I'm peeing on the shoes now. So they go, I go, so this, if you weren't here, none of this would have happened. And Derek goes, you gotta, and the cop goes, no, not you. He has to figure this out.
I like these cops kind of.
Yeah. And I go, oh, I see. I'm at the fault here. Turns out I've done something wrong.
So it's my fault.
It's my fault. Yes, I'm to blame here. Mm-hmm. And they go, yeah, you are. Now get the fuck out of here. And I go, okay, cool.
Oh, they didn't give you a ticket?
Yeah, they didn't give me a ticket.
Oh, that's
they let
cool.
me go.
They
let me
cool.
go. Yeah, they were pretty chill about it.
Yeah. It's funny because it's such a low, like, listen, if I'm walking down the street, even not in a major city, if I'm in the suburbs and I'm walking down their main drag and it's not the middle of the day, there's not a lot of people out.
Yeah.
It's after 9 o'clock.
Sure.
Let's say 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And somebody's peeing against the wall, or there's a woman peeing between two cars. Let's make it.
Done it.
I've seen it. Not a problem. Not a big deal.
Done it myself.
But if you do this a couple times, they hit you with the sex offender thing.
Yeah.
And it's like now you've gone from the smallest infraction to like, if I go to jail, I'm going to get shivved in the shower.
Yeah, this is like I have to introduce myself to the neighbors now.
Yeah, because nobody, listen, you knock on my door and you're like, listen, I'm on the list.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, well, what's your story?
Yeah, right.
You know, was it a chat room or were you peeing outside of a nightclub?
It's like as soon as a person appears, you're like, you look at my dog funny, I'll kill you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
you're just pushing your dog behind your leg.
They're like, I was just peeing, and I go, yeah, you probably lifted your leg sideways too, you sick fuck.
You sick bastard.
Yeah,
you
probably stand out there next to hydrants sniffing them, you weirdo. All right. Let's get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Listen, follow me on Instagram at DennisRooney7. Go to my website to see all my dates, dennisrooney.com.
Yeah.
I'm headlining a brewery in Northport next Wednesday, a week from the day this drops.
Okay.
So come out and see me do that. I'll be doing a long set. I also have a restaurant in Bethpage, Long Island, on February 2nd. I believe that's a Wednesday. Check that out. Tickets are going fast for that. And I got more dates in March. Follow me on Instagram to see all the dates. I put them up on there. Follow me
I will be in Edgewater, Maryland this Saturday, the 21st of January. Jason Choi's featuring, good comic.
Nice.
And there'll be, if you go to my Instagram or website, alldaykca.com, kunalarora.com or kunalarora.com. It'll all be there. Thank you for the people that have been following. It's been going pretty nuts. It's been great. I will be in Sacramento with Akash Singh the 9th through 11th. Nice. And as always, all day KCA for all the social media stuff. And
City of Rats.
Nice.